first, I got my handy dandy knife. You think I'll get banned off Twitter for showing weapons? Did I say Twitter? I meant Twitch. Let's cut this bad boy open. I'm so excited to open this. Alright. Well, not much to see. Unboxing ASMR. Ooh, it's really light. It's a lot lighter than my current stick. We've got some documentation. I believe it comes with stickers, and I'm hoping that there's stickers in here. If there's no stickers, I'm gonna be really disappointed. Stickers. They're the green ones, though. I don't know why they're not blue, but you know, it's whatever. It's the Razer branding. This is a Razer fight stick, so if you guys know, Razer does a lot of like PC peripherals, keyboards, mice, and things like that. And they made a stick called the Razer Panthera, but this is the Razer Panthera Evo, which is, by the name of it, is supposed to be like tournament quality, Evo quality. Hold on. Listen to that. I'm becoming an ASMR channel, you guys. Wow. So this is what it looks like. It's got the Razer logo on it, but it's got, it's blue. It's not green, and it's blue because it's Evo. It's supposed to, because Evo, the color of Evo is blue. To change the artwork on this, it's a lot easier too. You just unscrew the back, these 6 screws, and the plexiglass will come right off, whereas on the Obsidian, I can show you guys in a second, you actually have to unscrew it from the top, but then there's like epoxy covering the screws, so you actually have to like take an X-Acto knife and cut the epoxy off, and too afraid to do that. But this sounds like it's a lot easier. It's heavy, but it's not as heavy as the what the hell is that? Quamba Obsidian. And so we got some plastic stickers over these buttons, so I'm gonna peel them off up to the microphone. Then we got 2 buttons on the side here. Oh, yes. Here we go. Here's a stick. Now the stick is just a normal Sanwa stick, JLF, that's found in all the premium sticks. It's the standard for fighting games and just arcade games in general. Actually, let me do a side-by-side comparison. Hopefully it won't drop them. And here is the Obsidian. So this thing's like a tank, man. This thing's really heavy. When I pull this out of my desk, I'm afraid of dropping it because I pull it long side. So I put it in my desk long side. So I have to carry it like this, and this is substantial. It weighs pretty substantially. But this is like really, really heavy to a point where sometimes it's too heavy for me, and like it's just a little bit too much. But this is like really, really premium quality. But these sticks are retail the same price. The Obsidian's 200, this is 200 retail. Of course I got it for way cheaper. I don't know why. Maybe they're having like, they're clearing out inventory or whatever. Maybe they're releasing a new stick to replace this one. What's really cool about this one is, see this little rubber cover right here? It's, you can take off this rubber cover, and you can stick in a flathead screwdriver, and you could unscrew the ball top on this. You could easily change out the ball top to like a bat top, or if you just want to change it to a different color, it's a lot easier. That way, whereas with other sticks, you actually have to open up the entire back. It's got the, you know, PlayStation power button, works on PC. It's got a touchpad, L3, R3, It's got the lock switch so that if you're in a tournament, you can switch this to lock these buttons so that you don't actually get disqualified by pressing start or something. And then this is to change the functions of the stick if you want to make this analog. This one has a headphone jack. There's a headphone jack on the side here. And so you can actually adjust the volume using this volume button here, and then you can mute. I believe that means you can use like a headset mic, which is really interesting. That'd be really cool to do. And then your options and share buttons right here on the side. Now these buttons, while the stick is a Sanwa part, official Sanwa part, the buttons are not. The buttons are actually Razer's own proprietary switches, like the same, like Cherry MX, right? Like that you find on like keyboards and stuff. So it has those same switches. They feel very similar to the Sanwa part. Maybe I can do a side by side. Oops. Not much of a difference. The only differences that you hear are the resonance from the stick itself. So the buttons are a little bit louder on this one. But these are quieter. Actually, these are actually quieter than these buttons before I put the silencers in them in my Obsidian. So it's actually quite a bonus. The door is really cool because it closes by itself. It's magnetic, I believe. No, it's not magnetic, but it has like a spring. So if you let go, it'll just close. And the cool thing about the cable is if you're not playing anything, if you're not using it, it's completely flat on the back. Pull out the cable, and then there's like this little tiny hole where you insert the cable all the way through, and then the door will shut. And so it sits flush and it looks really nice. And there's even this Razer rubber little tie that you can tie around the cables when you're not using it. So that's the stick. I think I'm gonna use it. Yeah, what do you guys think? I think it looks pretty dope. I like how big it is, but it's not as big as the Obsidian, and it's not as heavy either. And I'm actually really excited to customize it because it's easily customizable. Again, for the ASMR. And just for kicks, I'll show you guys the silent buttons. These ones really pierce the ears. I'm gonna plug in the Panthera Evo for the first time. There's like a little rubber cover for the USB. I will say the grips, like the rubber grips on the bottom, aren't as grippy as the Obsidian. It's because the Obsidian has more of like a rougher texture to it. This is just like a smooth rubber. Ooh, there's a lot of space for your palms to rest and your forearms to rest on this. I like that a lot. Okay, so unlike the Obsidian is able to make the controller either a PC controller, a PS3 controller, or a PS4. This is just a PS4 controller. Therefore, I need to actually configure it in the controller settings. So let me do that real quick. Maybe I need to download drivers for this. That's a little bit disappointing because I assumed that this would be plug and play. Oh, there you go, it detected it. It detected it as an Xbox One controller, which that's weird. Yeah, dude, don't you know? Fight stick collections, man, they're ladies' magnets. I'll at least try out the stick in practice mode. I really like this so far, and I don't know why. It feels more responsive. It could be placebo, but what I've heard was the PCB that they have in here is like really, really low latency. So if that's true, I'm really happy about that. Okay, I do need to get used to the option and share buttons on the side of the stick. I can Korean backdash, no problem. Oh, she was facing the wrong way. Okay. Yeah, I'd say the difference is honestly pretty minimal, but I really dig the feel of these switches on the buttons. Because you know how, like, if you guys have ever played with Sanwa buttons, those buttons have like a really hard stop. And they often like hurt your hand a little bit because it's such a hard stop. But these have like a weird... This is also a hard stop. For some reason, it feels a little bit softer in a good way. I really dig it. Really, really dig it. It feels really good. Honestly, I think Nihongo Gamer on YouTube, he said these buttons feel springier than like Sanwa's and stuff. Like they actuate, and then once they're done actuating, they come up faster. Like the button, after you press it, comes up faster than Sanwa's. I can see why he says that. If you're someone who doesn't play with sticks often, buttons are all gonna feel the same. But as someone who's been a stick player for fighting games for just over... I've been playing with fight sticks for a really long time. I want to say like 2017, 16 maybe? Definitely 2016, I'd say. I felt really bad buttons. Like I would just buy fight sticks, really cheap ones, because I just wanted that arcade feel. And then it was like once I bought Sanwa's, it's like I thought I would never go anywhere else. But these, I'm really digging. Now over time, we'll have to see how durable they are, because Sanwa's are very durable. Like you can freaking smack on it. You can hammer on those really, really hard and they'll survive. Very, very durable and very, very affordable. And because Sanwa is like the most popular button you can get, there's it. I believe, I'm like 90% sure it has the most color selection. It's easier to customize with Japanese Sanwa parts. As far as sticks go though, Sanwa JLF is really nice, but I've never tried anything else. Like a Korean lever or anything, I don't know. We had one for PS2 and I barely used it for Tekken 4. My uncle had that homemade one, but man, I didn't even touch it. Oh yeah, you sent me a picture of that. That was pretty dope. Ask your uncle to send you a stick.